This one I'm just throwing in there right at the beginning because, to be honest, at this point,
everything's cloud world.
I just gotta, you know, it's come to the point where at this point, this guy is, you know, he's speaking it.
Until we now have reached this point at the end of Kali Yuga where we have such a dumbed down population that people cannot even recognize what is going on. There's a mass die-off, there's genocide happening, there are incredible things, but most people are in denial of them because they can't handle the truth. You see, that's the main thing of the ego. It prefers ignorance to knowledge. And so we're at a time when very few people are willing to know everything that we need to know in order to change the situation for the better. So we're at the end of that period where almost all, even egos, let alone souls, are exhausted. And they have no more creativity. Which is why you see there's a death of culture. There's very little music, drama, any of the arts. They have all fallen. Even the cinema, the last art, is now mostly very trashy kind of material. And there's a loss of all moral values.
I haven't been to the movies in a while.
All of the traditional ways that society was able to sustain itself with divine masculine and feminine energies that are all lost now in transgenderism and all of that. And so people are so confused and they have no more values and they feel so cynical and so depressed and so nihilistic that they are actually captured by what we call the lower death drive, which is a drive in the ego that wants to die. When it can't handle life and sustain its happiness, which it no longer can, even with drugs or whatever else they want, they want to get out. And so there's a massive epidemic of suicide in the world today. I don't know if you're aware.
Yes.
It's rising.
Yes, and violence and every other kind of perversion and of antisocial behavior. And the world is now run by psychopaths.
Yes.
And they are creating ever more monstrous tyrannies, dictatorships, and bringing about
Global destruction. But yeah, so that video, right, that I had to put at the beginning, right? Had to put it at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, there's lots of people who literally just like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, I don't want to know. Just don't tell me. I don't want to know. Oh my gosh, James, you're a doomer. All I said was the government's corrupt. You can't understand. James,
Right.
you're a doomer. Oh my goodness, I don't want to hear it. And I'm
But
like,
it's surprising how many people who are like my age coming in understanding that though.
I mean, because they're younger, it's kind of like, my thing is like the older generation. So they're like older than me and you and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They've lived their life. They've lived the life in the realm where everything was nice and comfy and cozy.
Yeah.
And they ignored all the shit. And they allowed all this shit to happen. So now that all this shit's happened, they're like, oh, I just want to keep living my life all happy and fun and nice and everything. I don't want to think about all that stuff because, I mean, technically it's kind of their fault that we're in this position because they didn't really fight to prevent it from happening. You know what I'm saying? As I said, I was seeing this shit when I was like 15, 16 years old. And there was nobody, not a single person within my vicinity of range who would even listen to anything that I had to say about this or was talking about this. Was just like,
You're a
oh,
teenager.
well, I mean,
That and you're speaking
that,
truth.
and also, you know, when you're younger and you're talking to older people, they're just kind of like, oh, I'm older. I know more than you do because I'm older. And it's like, okay, well, there's no point in talking to any of you people. I was actually like that. I didn't talk to anybody. It would be like somebody was like, hi, hello, Mr. James. Your mother told me so much about you. And I would just stare at them and not say nothing. It got to the point where they thought I was retarded. But, yeah, I was pretty antisocial. Like, actually, like,
That'd be creepy.
antisocial.
Creepy. Yeah.
That's why they thought I was going to shoot up the school when I was younger. Because I didn't talk to anybody. Like, hardcore.
Did not talk to anyone.
It'd be like, hello, young man. And I'd just be like,
Start foaming at the mouth. Drool.
my eyes turn literally red. Thank you once again for watching, but please go subscribe on Rumble, Odyssey, and Utreon to see more content that we cannot put on YouTube. Also, check out our GameSanity channel where we play live streams of different games, and the Oreyo Show where we have a podcast about current events and interesting topics going on in the world today. Once again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.